The Ridge Commuter bag is a solid bag, but might be just a little bit too rigid for commuting. Let me explain. Hi everybody, foXnoMad here, and today I want to help you travel smarter with my review of the Ridge Commuter backpack. Yes, made by the same company most known for its line of metallic slim wallets and more recently, luggage. I'll link to my review of their carry-on luggage in the description, but this is their commuter backpack. It comes as an add-on to their carry-on luggage, and it sits sort of in this world between travel bag and office bag, and depending on where you're going, it may or may not be the best fit for you. The commuter bag is on the smaller side, around 20 liters, and measures 46 by 31 by 18 centimeters, and comes in 4 distinct colors ranging from black, matte olive, and what Ridge calls base camp orange, plus this alpine blue. Personally, I really like the colors. They're rich, and the brighter ones stand out, but aren't overstated or tacky. The bag is on the heavier side though, at 1.43 kilos or 3.15 pounds, and that has a lot to do with the use of the materials here. Ridge have gone with 900 denier ballistic nylon, a tough material that's very durable, but heavier than something like polyester or X-Pack you might see in other bags. For travel bags, I prefer nylon since they tend to get packed, loaded, and stuffed in planes, trunks, and under seats more often, although in this case, I'm not sure it's worth the weight trade-off if you're just using this backpack to go back and forth from an office. And that's one of the reasons I say this backpack is a little bit confused, because it's constructed like a travel bag, but it's designed more like a daily driver, something you would take to the office or to school. In addition to the nylon, Ridge have used YKK AquaGuard zippers, which adds weatherproofing to this backpack, which should help keep the contents dry in rain. There are 2 side pockets for small water bottles, a flat front pocket that goes down about a quarter length of the bag that you can use as a quick grab pocket or for smaller items like chargers and cables. I wouldn't recommend this pocket for anything valuable like a passport because it's the outermost pocket and most exposed to potential thieves, but Ridge have added a few other protected pockets closer to the interior that you can use. Around the back here are the straps, which by the way are comfortable in and of themselves, and they lock across the front with this clever magnetic design which is for added stability when you're carrying heavier items. Again, something you tend to use more on larger travel bags where the weight of the contents is going to add up. I don't think weight is going to be that much of an issue on a bag this small, but the strap is there if you need it. As comfortable as the shoulder straps are though, the back panel is a little bit too rigid and adds some heft to the backpack. I'm guessing the reason Ridge put these hard and heavy panels here is to protect your laptop in the compartment right behind it, but it doesn't conform well to the shape of a human back, and so it's not the most comfortable, especially when you fill this backpack up, and could really benefit from some more contouring. There is though this hidden RFID blocking pocket where you can fit a passport or emergency credit card into. When you're wearing the commuter backpack, nobody is going to slip something out of that zip pocket, and the black on black coloring makes it inconspicuous at other times. Ridge have also added a luggage strap here you can use to secure it to a luggage handle, and not surprisingly, it fits very well on the Ridge carry-on. The Ridge commuter backpack has a solidly built exterior, and on the inside, Ridge haven't gone soft either. In addition to the 2 water bottle pockets, the front quick grab pocket, and the hidden back pocket, there are 2 additional main compartments. The first is the laptop sleeve that opens on the side of the commuter backpack and is large enough to hold a 16-inch MacBook Pro. I prefer bags that have laptop compartments that open from the top, both for security, but it's also often easier to get your laptop or tablet out when you're just there sitting and your bag is facing up. It's just one less motion that you have to go through to access your stuff. The laptop pocket is lined with a microfiber suede that's soft to the touch. Now in my backpack, there were these loose threads that can be trimmed, and it's something I'll keep an eye on to see if it's a manufacturing defect or something that will reduce the durability of the backpack, but for now it's just an eyesore. Finally, there's the main compartment, but 2 ways to access it. There's a halfway zip, or you can use the 180-degree zipper that goes around the bag. Ridge have also included. And that leaves this sort of awkward piece of the backpack here. Let me show you. It's sort of an awkward piece. So when you open up the top compartment and then you open up the front, you get this, see that? It's like this weird little piece of fabric or part of the backpack that you can't really use for anything. It's not really a handle. It's just because there are 2 ways to access this. And I haven't really seen this on a lot of backpacks or any backpacks really. Sort of this weird design here that it's just a little bit awkward is what I'm trying to say. And again, this is part of the confusion of this backpack. So travel bags tend to open up like this. They tend to open up with the front compartment open. That way you can fit shoes and clothes and things like that, you know, larger things that you want to pack for a trip. Although this bag isn't really big enough for that. And then, you know, office bags or school bags or commuter bags, they tend to have this sort of quarter zip here. And the reason is because mostly you're just putting in like tablet, laptop, books, things like that. So where you're just going to be pulling things out and not have bulkier items that are sort of awkwardly shaped. And like I said, it adds the confusion to this backpack. It's trying to be a travel bag, but it's also trying to be a commuter bag, and it gets stuck in this sort of in-between world. The interior has more zippered pockets and dividers for organization, though they don't have much depth. These are pockets that are going to work better for papers, passports, charging bricks, things that aren't particularly thick, but not particularly large either. 200 denier nylon is used for the interior, and it's antimicrobial with a hidden AirTag pocket. Ridge have gone with a straightforward design here when it comes to the pockets, not too different than many other similarly sized backpacks, except for the dual zipper thing that I just mentioned, but the materials that they've used here are durable than most. You will pay for those premium materials though, because this is not an inexpensive backpack. As Ridge says, these bags are built to last, and given the liberal use of nylon, I tend to say that they're probably right. I do wish this were a larger bag though, say 28 or 30 liters, or there were a larger version of this backpack, because it's a little bit too small to be a travel bag, because you can't really fit clothes and shoes and things you would need for more than like a day or two, or maybe 3 if you really stretch it. So a larger version of this bag would be great as a travel bag, but the smaller size here really limits it to commuting, which is fine. It is called the Commuter backpack, but if you were thinking that you'd be able to travel with this bag, like load clothes and a laptop and things like that, you're really going to have to pick and choose. This bag is really more like a very, very, very durable office/school bag, and less like a travel bag because it's a little bit on the small side. Now at 20 liters and with this construction, it may be a little bit of overkill for a commuter bag. It may be a little bit too heavy, a little bit too bulky, and not with enough organization for something that you're going to use on a daily basis for school or for work. There is though going to be a sliver of you who this bag is perfect for, someone who's looking for an ultra rugged, very, very durable backpack that's going to just survive pretty much everything, whether you're taking it for a commute or maybe you do want a travel bag. Maybe you don't pack clothes in here, you just want a smaller electronics bag, then this is going to work great for you. But I think if Ridge want to really widen the user base, they're going to have to kind of decide what they want this bag to be. Maybe make a larger travel version, and then maybe make a few tweaks to make this a better commuter backpack. I don't think they can do both very well, at least in this size, and I think that's going to be the deciding factor for most of you. That's my review of the Ridge Commuter backpack. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments below, and while you're down there, hit the like and subscribe buttons. I'll have new videos for you every week, and I'll see you in the next video.